Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Andrew Fraser, founder of DogiZone, and I just wanted to take a minute to share with you some information about how to make sure that you keep your dog safe this summer anytime that you decide to take them around the water. So I know a lot of you love to have your dogs swim. I'm not just the only one that loves to see our dogs in the water, jumping, playing, swimming around like little crocodiles and having a blast. So in this video, we're going to talk about some things that you should do before you take your dog swimming, some ways for you also to make sure that you introduce your dog to the water properly, as well as some ways to make sure that you keep your dog safe after they've been swimming. So the first thing that you want to think about when you're taking your dog swimming is to make sure that you and your dog have clean, fresh water available to you. A lot of the times when we take our dog swimming, we take our dog to a place where there's a water source that they're not used to. This can cause a gastrointestinal upset, vomiting, all sorts of issues that I'm sure you don't want to deal with. So make sure that you've got clean water, not just for yourself, but for your dog. The second thing is when you arrive to the place where you want to take your dog swimming, take a good look around. Make sure that there's no trash, broken glass, debris that your dog's collar could get caught on while swimming, and make sure that you have a safe area for your dog to swim. And lastly, if your dog wears a flea and tick collar, you should take this off. Leaving a flea and tick collar on while your dog's swimming can actually remove the active ingredients on that dog's collar that causes the flea and tick to be as effective as it possibly can. So let's talk about how you should introduce your dog to the water. If your dog's never been in the water before, you want to make sure that you go to a body of water that's calm, that's not very deep, and where you can get into the water with your dog. Some of you are thinking right now, oh, I'm just going to throw him into the deep end. And this is the fastest way to make sure that your dog will never want to swim in the water again. So I would encourage you to start off by having your dog on a leash, bring them over to the water, let them approach the water as they feel comfortable. There's no reason to force your dog into the water. This is only going to cause more fear for them. As your dog starts to get their feet wet into the water, you can start to move back into a deeper and deeper water. Eventually, you'll get to a depth in the water where your dog's front feet will start to paddle. And as their front feet start to paddle, you can put your hands under your dog's rear to help lift their bottom up and teach them how to float. Once you do this, most dogs will start realizing that they can swim. Several repetitions of this is the best way to do it. And don't expect that the first time you take your dog to the water that they're going to be an avid swimmer the very first time. Some dogs are more natural swimmers than others, and we don't want to force them. Sometimes it may take several repetitions of going to the water for them to start to associate going there with swimming and having a great time. As soon as you get done swimming with your dog, first thing that you should do is rinse them off with clean and fresh water. We do this because we want to make sure that they're as healthy as possible after their swim. A lot of the times, if we don't rinse them off, there may be things still left on their body that cause them to scratch excessively or end up with rashes. The next thing that you want to do, especially if you have a dog that doesn't handle the cold well, is dry them off. Doing this will help make sure that they're comfortable. I just want to say thanks for watching this video. I know that a lot of you are going to be out swimming with your dogs this year, and I hope that this helps to make sure that you and your dog have a fun and safe experience while they're out there swimming. Have a better than great day, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.